candidate for Mercer County Board, 3rd District. This includes the municipalities of Sherrard, Preemption, and Matherville. First and foremost, I believe in the one true God who created heaven and earth, and through whom this great nation was founded on the principles of liberty and justice for all. That being said, here's my background. I was born and raised on a pig farm in Orion. This being majorly a rural community, I feel a certain connection to farmers and those who work the land. After graduating from Luther College, I served my country for 8 years as a nurse in the United States Air Force, both domestically and abroad. So I also feel a connection to our soldiers and veterans, of whom I hold a great deal of respect and honor. I have traveled extensively and have seen firsthand the plight of those not blessed to have been born within our borders, whose cultures and lifestyles are far different from our own. I met Don, my husband of 31 years, in the Air Force, where he was a fighter pilot in the F-16. He now flies commercially, and we have 4 children together. Our oldest is using her degree in theater, and our next 2 are attending SIU in Carbondale. Our youngest is a senior at Sherrard High School and is also working on a private pilot's license. All 4 attended Sherrard schools, and so I'm connected to the Sherrard School District and the parents associated with them. I have been a nurse now for 32 years and have just recently become an infusion nurse at Trinity, where I give chemotherapy, blood transfusions, antibiotics, and basically any other treatment that's done intravenously as an outpatient. There, I'm able to serve those whose lives have been altered by often vicious diseases. So that's who I am, where my foundation lies, and where my heart is. I am not a politician. I am a concerned citizen, ready and willing to do my part to make Mercer County a better place to live. I believe that we, as citizens of the United States, have certain rights and responsibilities to ensure the freedoms that were established by our forefathers, that they will continue to be enjoyed by our children and theirs for generations to come. These include, but are not limited to, the right or opportunity to work hard for a living and prosper, the right to pay taxes that are reasonable and fair and still be able to support our families, to be rewarded for good stewardship practices, sustainability, delayed gratification, and just being a good neighbor. The right to a government without corruption, not a scratch my back and I'll scratch yours mentality so often seen in the government today. Believe in the right, as Brian also talked about, to balance the budget. Very important in this county to limit the government's control of your assets, our assets. You've worked hard for your money. You should be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and at the very least, to have a say in where your tax dollar goes. The Republicans on the board have taken a vow not to take any compensation for their service. I believe that some poor decisions were made in the past without a vote by the people. Money was spent, costly improvements were made, unwise sale deals were negotiated as compensation, and loopholes were found, resulting in ever-increasing property taxes until this last year, when necessary changes were made. The goal being to actually decrease property taxes in the very near future. This was the past. And our pledge to Mercer County is to serve the people in the present, to learn from mistakes made and move on to prosperity in the future. We need to wisely manage the funds we have and to creatively pursue new funding for the future, as Brian also addressed the need to attract business and commerce to this area. We endorse the right to public accessibility to county finance records, minutes, agendas. All proceedings should be made open to the scrutiny of the people. No secrets, no surprises. If any disparity is suspected, we have the right and responsibility to investigate and prosecute. In closing, every vote matters for your future and that of the next generation. If elected, I will uphold these values and serve the people of Mercer County to the best of my God-given ability. I believe I know your hearts, and I intend to simply live justly, love mercy, and to walk humbly.